So, I just want to clarify something. When this doctor prescribed this drug to me, this wasn't an accident. It wasn't an error. It wasn't an oversight. And so he tried to do the injection. I didn't fall for that. And then he wrote a prescription to my pharmacy. Went to pick that up. I found out that he was lying about that as well. He profusely apologized and then laughed and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah." And he called in a third prescription, which was the same drug classification that would have harmed me. The injection would have killed me. I've got a copy of the prescription now. I'm going to go home and see what were all the other medications that I was on at the time that he would have injected me. I don't believe for a second I would have survived that because I had undiagnosed sleep apnea, respiratory depression, and asthma. And I was already struggling to breathe before, in his office, I was telling him I can't do any powerful drug. None of this was accidental. So 3 times in a row, he tried to prescribe this drug. The injection for sure would have killed me. The other 2, I probably would have been calling 911. So, I wanted to clarify, this wasn't an accident. This wasn't an oversight. So now I've got the prescription in my hand. I'm going to take it home and see what I never had it filled, right? And I'm going to take it home and see what other medications, what other respiratory depressants I was all on at the time, to see how dangerous this would have been. I know I was on a few sleeping pills and benzodiazepines, and possibly gabapentin and an opioid. So I'm going to go home to have a look at this. I ended up weaning off of everything to fight for my life and to fight for proper diagnosis. But I want to see some advocacy happening in my city. I want to see educated advocates that are available for patients who are desperate and they know something's wrong with their medical care. They know, like this guy. There was nowhere for me to run to. This guy almost finished me off. There has to be somewhere a patient can turn to when they're continually being misdiagnosed. And I eventually weaned off of everything, and I was misdiagnosed for 40 years, but there never was anywhere for me to run to and no one to help. The only way I figured it out was by weaning off of everything and researching and reading and pushing for proper testing. It's got to be easier than this for people. There's got to be an easier way, and there's got to be available help.